right, good morning. It's still morning, so I have to get confused sometimes. I say good evening, good afternoon, good morning. But good morning, everybody. As you all know, that we've made a promise to the citizens of our city to, on a regular basis, bi-weekly basis, to provide information regarding our efforts to reduce violent crime. So I just kind of want to give you all some updates on that, on the violent crime reduction plan that we had. So starting latter part of last week up until Tuesday, we did in a partnership with the Little Rock Police Department, the U.S. Marshals, our Street Crimes Unit, we conducted Operation Grinch. Operation Grinch was a focus on our most violent criminals in the city. That operation netted 11 arrests of violent criminals in our city, of some of the most violent criminals in our city, 23 federal charges stemming from aggravated assault, discharged firearms, battery first, and domestic battery charges. Those are just a few of the charges that these individuals were arrested on. And I want to make sure everybody understands that these arrests were made without any uses of force. I think that's important, that we were able to arrest these violent individuals, and our efforts were de-escalated. Also, in our efforts to fight violent crime, I want everybody to know that when you address one area, there is a possibility that you can displace crime to another area. We have a really good crime analysis unit that allows us to keep up with our statistics, our crime data statistics. That's how we determine how we're going to deploy resources. Yesterday, to let people know that we are addressing crime in our multifamily dwellings. We conducted an investigation and a process at one of our local apartment complexes. This was a partnership with the fire department, planning and zoning, code enforcement, and we arrested 5 individuals from that apartment complex. We want everyone to know that we realize that crime happens in every form of dwellings, and so we are making sure that we're doing the same thing in our multifamily housing dwellings that we would do in our single-family residential areas, because we realize crime happens in all locations. It would be remiss if I didn't thank our men and women of our Little Rock Police Department. What an amazing job they're doing. Even though this is the holidays, we've got a lot of details going on to ensure the safety of our residents. We've got our holiday safety plan. We've got a lot of different programs working, but let me tell you something about an amazing arrest. We had 60 reported robberies a month ago. We made 2 significant arrests recently, and when we look at our numbers this month, that was reduced down to 38. So we believe those 2 arrests were very significant in our efforts to reduce the number of robberies. I would also be remiss if I didn't remind our citizens, this is a time to be happy. This is a time to be joyous. This is a time to give thanks. But we also realize that people are going to get together. We realize families are going to get together, friends are going to get together. And one thing I will say is that when we look at our statistics, the majority of our violent crimes when it comes to against persons have been during the time when people are together. And we would ask that people enjoy the holidays. We help us keep this city safe. We noticed the decrease that we're seeing based on the fact of the work from the men and women of this police department, and also from the assistance of our community. We're starting to see more people call in and report crimes and provide us with information. So that's how this works. So I just wanted to share with you that, Operation Grinch we wanted to make sure that these violent individuals were no longer on the street. So without hesitation, this effort, I'll say this again, 11 arrests of some of the most violent criminals that we've identified in our city, 23 federal charges, and we've said it before, we're going for the maximum on each and every one of these individuals because this type of crime, violent crime, won't be tolerated in our city. So at this time, I'll take questions. And I believe there's three questions. I'll take 3 questions.
Can you detail a little more about what these people were charged with?
Yeah, it was aggravated assault, unlawful discharging of weapons, battery first, which is violence against another. But there were some gun charges in here. There were some aggravated assault. So really the crimes against persons, with most of them were arrested for. And we've made some drug arrests also. So I'm really excited about this Operation Grinch. I really am. It's been a lot of planning, and that a lot of things behind the scene that you all aren't aware of, our citizens aren't aware of, but at the end of the day, we make an impact. That's 11 felons that are off the street.
What about homicides?
What about them?
Have you had any more risks with homicides?
I anticipate some coming forward. We're still have several that are open, and we're still getting information. But it's one of those things at any given time, someone could be arrested based on warrants that we've had, based on information. As you know, we just put out a $10,000 reward for a homicide that occurred back in April or maybe last year. And so we're hoping to get some tips on that pretty soon. So we're always working to arrest individuals been involved in homicides.
Was Operation Grinch this just one-time thing, or is it going to continue?
We continually work with our federal partners on a regular basis, but we named it Operation Grinch due to the fact that it's the holiday season. So we continually do these type of details. As you remember, we did Operation Ceasefire. That's something that's ongoing. So this is part of that. It's Operation Grinch. We're gonna spoil these guys' holidays.
Violent crime is big, but I've noticed so much aggressive driving, speeding. What's the department doing to try to get a handle on traffic?
The same thing we did this past summer, and we've done for the last year or two. We've done the special details on caravanning and high-speed vehicles that are doing the donuts and things like that. So we still have details that are out addressing that. Our motors unit's very active. Our community officers are very active. Our patrol officers are very active. We get information. We get information from citizens regarding these type of actions that are occurring. We put that information out to the officers, and they address it immediately.
Would that same response go towards break-ins?
Absolutely. We're doing Christmas, as I said earlier, we're doing holiday details in the neighborhood. We worked with a lot of the delivery agencies, shopping agents, Amazon, UPS, things like we work with those, and we're working on different details, specialized details on that. So absolutely.
Thank you, Chief. If
All right.
anybody else has additional questions.